Hey there, entrepreneurs. My name is Sushant, and welcome to Trep Talks. This is the show where I interview successful e commerce entrepreneurs, business executives, and thought leaders and ask them questions about their business story and also dive deep into some of the strategies and tactics that they have used to start and grow their businesses. And today I'm really excited to welcome Takashi Yanagi to the show. Takashi is the founder of Dermabeam. Dermabeam is a light therapy products company, and we're going to learn more about what that means. And today I'm going to ask Takashi a few questions about his entrepreneurial journey and some of the strategies and tactics that he has used to start and grow his business. So thank you so much for joining me today at Trip Talks, Takashi.
Hey, thanks, Sushant. Hey, guys. Really excited to be here. The Dermabeam is a company that's just a little over a year old, but we're growing rapidly. And we just crossed the $100,000 mark for 2022. So in 6 months. And
Very good.
and we expect to grow a lot more heading into the holiday season in Q4. So Black Friday and Christmas, we expect to ramp up sales, and we want to be the biggest light therapy company in the world. Light therapy really changed my own life. I used to suffer from crazy skin conditions, from severe acne to severe eczema all over my body, and I was really depressed for a long period of my life because I was very insecure with my skin. And then I discovered red light therapy for the face and for the body. And ever since I started doing that, I've been able to heal my skin and maintain healthier skin. And that really inspired me to create this company and help people with skin conditions. But also, red light can help with so many aspects of health, including boosting the immune system, helping with hair growth, helping reduce pain and inflammation in the bones and the muscles. And so every body part can benefit from extracellular energy. And my goal is to develop the best light therapy products in the world, so everyone can benefit for their health.
Definitely, and I was just saying, it's my first impression was that you look relatively young, and so you created this product, or you decided to sell this product because it seems like you were going through some health issues yourself, and this product helped you. I guess my question would be, who recommended that you use this product? Like, was there some sort of scientific research that, if you use this, I believe you said red light therapy, it's going to be good for the skin and hair and so forth?
On my healing journey, I researched so many potential solutions for skin, and I read many research studies, watched many videos by naturopathic medical doctors, and alternative solutions to just using drugs as the solution. I didn't think drugs were the solution. I thought there had to be something different, and now I have a more holistic view of health, and so I changed up my diet. Obviously, my diet is food is medicine, and food can be poison. So I was actually eating foods and drinking certain drinks like tea that was actually causing a lot of inflammation inside my body. And throughout my research, I stumbled across red light therapy and how the certain wavelengths in light can photoactivate the mitochondria in our cells to produce more energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So when skin cells have more energy, it heals much quicker and repairs all the damage that's done to the cell and helps regenerate new skin cells. So when I found that out, I was like, okay, I have to try this. And so I bought a device, used it, and I was like, wow, it helped heal my skin much quicker. And you can see the before and afters on my website, dermabeammask.com. And that helped me really inspire me to create this company, because I know millions of people out there are also suffering from skin conditions, and it's not just me. So I thought, man, if they only knew about red light therapy, then they can hopefully heal their bodies as well. So the biggest issue, the big issue is there's a lack of education and awareness about this technology. Light therapy has been around for decades, but it's just not that well known yet. It's probably more popular in Asia, but not so much here. Just a small portion of the population know about red light therapy and infrared light therapy. You're starting to see infrared saunas become more popular, and you are starting to see some red light therapy and blue light therapy within dermatology, but it's still not mainstream yet. And I think everyone can benefit by having a red light device in their home. It's just like an iPhone. You should have one in your home to treat whatever condition. It can really help relieve the pain or relieve any skin condition by just providing your cells with extra cellular energy.
And when you say red light, are you really referring to infrared light, or is it like some other frequency?
So red light has a wavelength in the 600 nanometer range, and infrared light is technically invisible and has a wavelength of in the 800 nanometer range. And I'll show you. This is the Supreme 2400 device.
Okay.
That's red light.
Okay.
That's infrared light. See, it's invisible, but it's actually turned on. And then third option is both. So I use red and an infrared light, and I stand in front of this for 10 minutes every morning and every night, and at night, and you just feel so good. You can really tell that it's doing wonders for your skin, because your skin starts glowing. It looks better even after 3-4 days, and you just have more energy, because again, it's literally energizing your cells with extra ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So
and infrared, I'm assuming infrared has energy, right? Like it's actually warm or even hot, you would say. Like,
yeah. So this device can get warm because it's so powerful, but it's not going to burn you. It's technically a non-thermal device, and then
no, but like when the light is on your skin, are you feeling heat or no?
You feel the slight warmth. It feels good. It's not hot enough to burn you or anything, but you feel the warmth.
Okay, and then the other form factor which is behind you is the face what do you call it, face mask? Or
yeah, so this is the Dermabeam Pro.
Okay.
Turn it on. Oh, it might be out of batteries. Yeah, let me try this one. This is the regular Dermabeam.
Okay.
So it is on, as you can see.
Yeah.
And this one has 3 colors.
Okay.
Red.
But it's doing the same action what the bigger one is doing.
Correct. Yeah, this is targeted for the face. The Pro has 7 different colors and 115 LEDs. Here's the box for it. It's like
so when you started this thing, like when you found out about this therapy, was the form factor of the product the same, or how did you, or is this something the form factor your creation, or are you simply a reseller of this product? Can you share a little bit about how did you come to create this this product?
Right.
Product line.
So I searched for manufacturers of existing LED therapy devices in China. And then when I found several ones, I then identified one a manufacturer that could design it to the form that I like it, and customize it a little bit. So after finding the perfect manufacturer for that, then I was able to kind of design it and bring about the Dermabeam products for the States. And I'm always thinking about how I can improve the design and make it even better. And so I view these as, version 1 of Dermabeam, and just I'm excited for version 2, version 3, and all the way up to version 10. I have so many ideas on how I can make truly the best product in the world.
So your value add really is the design, because the light itself is, as you're saying, it's available many places. But what you've done in your product is really added the design aspect of it, and that's the value add, and now you're selling it. Have you also patented the designs, or like what kind of, how are you making sure that nobody can simply come and create a different kind of a helmet mask, this design, and just start selling?
Yeah, we're in the process of getting the patents for the designs and the trademarks, and we have ideas on how to even make it even more proprietary going forth. And yeah, I'm always looking for engineers and product designers and product managers to join the team, so that we can manifest the vision I have for the future of Dermabeam.
Okay. And so when you started, was it so you're the solo founder? Do you have any co-founders? How did you fund the company? How did you fund the business in the beginning? Can you share a little bit about the financial aspect of really creating the business?
Sure. So I identified the product, and I work with my family out in Asia to source the products, and they help with the sourcing, and I do marketing and the selling and advertising in the States. And so we have a really good team going. And
so when you say Asia, is that like China or Japan?
Yeah, both.
Okay. And so your family, you're saying your family invested in the business also, or?
Well, with their time, yes. Financially, it was all me, but they put in so much time in trying to help build this as well. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, can you share, like, how did you, like, was that your own personal savings? And the reason I'm asking is, a lot of the entrepreneurs or anyone who's getting started, like, it's a big sticking point, right? How does one come up with the investment to start a business, especially a product-based business? Can you share your story and what you have learned in that process?
Sure. So I used to work in finance in private equity, so it was a pretty high-paying job, and I was able to save and also invest in certain, and it had certain investments that did well, and so I had enough savings to really pour everything into this business. And yeah, I just found this to have more meaning and purpose in my life, and so I'm happy, pouring all my savings into this, because it just brings me more fulfillment and happiness.
Okay.
And yeah.
So you were an investment banker. You had some savings. You started this business. At what point was there some sort of an idea validation process where you said, where you created a prototype and you sold it before, just to make sure before you leave your job that you have a business that's going to sustain you, rather than an idea that of course, you found useful, but may not have a market potential. Was there some sort of a idea validation process before you went 100% into this, or how did you transition from your job to like going? I'm assuming you're full time working on your business now.
Right. So I'm full-time Dermabeam, but actually I didn't have a job. So in 2019, I actually went through I had to take a medical break because my skin was just so bad, and you can see the before pictures on my website, and it just I was covered from head to toe and just very severe rashes, and just my skin was inflamed, itchy, and I was bedridden for a period of time. I could not move, and so I went through some like dark times trying to find answers, trying to find solutions for my health, for my skin. And in 2019, I was depressed, and I was suicidal. My lowest point in my life was calling the hotline, because I just didn't know what else to do. But something deep within me just told me to keep going. And in 2020, the quarantine hit. So I wasn't working. I was just really just depressed and just kind of trying to figure out what to do in life, because I didn't really have purpose. And then in 2021, I saw a hypnotist just across the street. I had watched that Rob Dyrdek, who's a very famous skateboarder. He went and saw a hypnotist, and he said he was hypnotized for success. And I was inspired by that because I really didn't have anything to lose at that point. And then after seeing the hypnotist, I felt renewed, refreshed, and I could feel that the traumas had been lifted and like untangled in my subconscious. So then I started to manifest Dermabeam after seeing the hypnotist. So it's been a journey trying to build this thing, but I finally found what I was meant to do in life, and have so much purpose now. Yeah. So I feel fulfilled.
Okay. And you you invested your money, you created this business. Can you share a little bit of did you actually go about the process of launching the business? Well, is your business completely online? Do you have retail stores also, shop front? And what was it like initially when you launched the business? How did you get your first customers?
Yeah, so we launched it was September of last year. After working on it for about 5 months. And initially we didn't have, we might have sold only 4 masks in the first month. We didn't really have a marketing plan. Just some people have like, great marketing and build a lot of hype. We didn't do any of that. We just kind of turned on the sales side of the website. And our primary sales are on the website, but now we're selling on Amazon, and that's taking off. We're also selling in dermatology offices and spas across the country. In the early days, I went door to door in Beverly Hills with just bags of Dermabeams. I felt like a Boy Scout, just kind of walking around trying to sell cookies, but it was really just masks. And I went to pretty much all the dermatology spots in Beverly Hills, pitching. And that was the early days. And now I have very famous dermatologists like Dr. Emmer and Dr. Nazarian selling or offering my products on their stores. So yeah, door to door works. So you just got to put that hustle in at the beginning, and And now we're trying to manifest big retail stores like Target, Walmart, Sephora, and Ulta. I think those are the big ones. And also have a presence in the UK and internationally. So we've been shipping some samples to big retailers out there to potentially get it on shelves.
And but obviously you also have a website. Are most of your sales coming through like your online channels? Are you selling on Amazon also or other marketplaces?
Yes, on Amazon and on eBay, but most of the sales are on the website. But Amazon is growing rapidly as well. So
okay. And so when you got your products, so as you said, so your manufacturing or your manufacturers are in China and Japan, and they work with your design and create these products. Have you ever had any bad experience with working with like manufacturers in China or Japan? Sometimes what happens is, you've ordered something and the specifications are not right or something like that. Are you satisfied with your manufacturer?
Yeah. For the most part, my family is very good at sourcing and having a dialogue with the manufacturer directly. So so far, no major issues that we've run into, and yeah, hopefully that continues going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and thankfully,
so,
yeah.
Can you share a little bit about your marketing? Like, who's your target market? And because of course this is a very targeted product, and I'm sure anyone who's suffering from skin conditions, that this is kind of like a pain point, right? When you were going through your health skin related issues, it was a pain point, and I'm sure you were willing to try anything anyone suggested and said, this really works. Can you share how you are targeting your customers, who they are, and how are you really reaching them?
Sure. So my main core customer is women with around 30 to 65 years old in age range, and they're college educated. And that's my main demographic for my masks. And then for my panels, hardcore like biohackers and athletes like to use my panels. One famous user is Apollo Ono, 8-time Olympic medalist. And he loves using this device right here after his workouts. And we target them through different advertising channels on Facebook, Google, on YouTube, and on Pinterest.
So what is the different use case? So you said that the mask is used primarily by women versus this one is used more by like athletes and so forth. What are the different? Why do women use the mask more as opposed to this thing, and vice versa?
Right. Women care a lot more about skin than men, and they care about wrinkles and acne and hyperpigmentation. So the mask is perfect for that. It's very easy to use, very comfortable, portable, lightweight, it's cordless. And so they like using this device. This device is more powerful and has the infrared light technology that has deeper wavelengths to target muscles, bones, ligaments. So athletes who are, in pain from working out can use this to really speed up their recovery. And then biohackers who are like super into health, which I guess I am as well, because I went through my health struggles. I'm now hyper focused on maintaining clear skin and trying to be as healthy as I can. So biohackers also like to use this device.
Okay. And so you were saying, I cut you off, you were saying you're using a lot of social channels and things like that. Is it mostly organic, mostly paid? Which channels work the best in terms of bringing new customers, and how do you how do you have repeat purchases? Do you have customers who are buying one and then buying more?
Right. So for the most part, we don't have repeat customers yet, but the reviews that are coming in are very good for our products. And so I can see them buying it for their friends or moms or sisters, for their families over the holiday season. And that's a big push that we'll probably do for marketing. And yeah, our Facebook ads are doing well. Google ads also doing well. We continually improve the ad set. So now we have a 3D render of a mask that's rotating and turning. And then we have these infographics that kind of pop up, giving the description of the different lights and of the product design. So that those ads are doing really well. And then we also work with skincare influencers like Cassandra Bankson and Rob Stewart, who is also a skincare influencer. So they've made videos for us, and those have done really well. And we also want to work with more and more health-related influencers to help push the product. And then I've shipped a bunch of care packages to editors of beauty and skincare magazines. And they've started to post about Dermabeam. Clean Beauty magazine, we were featured in their very first issue, and they're based out of Australia. Yeah, we want to be in more and more skincare and beauty magazines going forward. So we'll continue trying to land those and shipping care packages to the editors and just praying that they'll like the product and then write about us.
So I want to ask you more about the influencer marketing part of it. So when you are sending care packages, are you just saying, this is a cool product, this is the use case that solves this problem, it would be great for you to review it? Or like, what is the ask you're making there? How to really incentivize or really motivate them to actually do some sort of a review or make a post or something like that? Can you share a little bit about that?
Right. The influencers are, have no obligation to post about us. And I would say, 60, probably 70 to 80% don't when we send them care packages. And that's just part of the game. They get so many free things that they can't post about every single one. So, but the 20% who do really love the product, and I've grown to become friends with them, and they show love back by posting, whether it's on their Instagram story or in their actual feed. So yeah, it's just you just have to allocate a portion of the inventory for influencer marketing, and then also have to be realistic with yourself and know that not all of them will post about it, but if they like it, they'll continue using it, and they'll talk about it. Like Dermabeam is a very unique product and has a unique look that if you like it and use it, then people start to talk, and so word of mouth has driven a lot of sales for us as well.
And how do you choose the right influencer? Like, how do you make sure that if you're selecting 10 influencers, like, is there a criteria you're using so that you're making sure that, when the audience that they have will, vibe with this product, or, their audience is not fake audience, or something like that? How do you are there things that you do to make sure that your success rate has improved and the effect that you have is kind of a good effect?
Right. So we've also had to learn the hard way we've paid some influencers and the ROI hasn't just been there because they're not in the skincare specific space. So we've had to learn the hard way. Even though you have, millions of followers, if your audience doesn't really care about skincare, then it doesn't translate to sales. So now we're focused on obviously skincare and beauty influencers and trying to get them to hopefully like the product, and then they'll post about it. So it's definitely I'm still learning how to navigate this space because the ROI can vary be very different amongst certain influencers.
Okay. Have you tried TikTok at all?
Yeah, we're on TikTok, and we've been posting, and we have about 5,000 followers on TikTok. And majority of that came from two videos. One, it was a video that was filmed at EDC, and it didn't make any sense, but it was a raver. We zoomed in on the mask, but initially when we were zooming out, one of the girls had, she's wearing raver gear, so it's like her booty's out pretty much. And so just because of that, we had over 700,000 people like watch the video, and it really boosted in the algorithm. All thanks to a little booty at EDC. That helped us. And then another video we got like 300,000 videos or views from me giving a Dermabeam to Diplo, who's a famous DJ at Coachella, and that the audience seemed to like that one. So
you gave him a gift on the stage. How did you make that happen?
Yeah, I gave him while he was doing his set. It was a smallish venue, so it was you could just kind of go up to him, and it was in the box, and not as a mask. So I just kind of gave him the box, and he looked at the box, and he was confused, like what it was. And so his confusion actually helped the algorithm, because people were commenting that, he didn't say thanks. He just put it under the table, and people were like, "Oh, he's not grateful. He gets all these free things," and I was just like, he doesn't even know what it is, so it's fine. It's just but people commenting actually helped the algorithm, because there was more engagement, and that kind of boosted the views on TikTok.
So it seems like, I'm looking at your TikTok right now on the other side, and it seems like you definitely learned the lesson, and I see, some beautiful ladies promoting wearing the mask, but it seems like it didn't have the same effect that you received from an accidental thing. Any lessons there? Like, I'm sure you've thought about it quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm by no means a TikTok expert, so I'm still learning. I from what I know, you just kind of keep posting, and you kind of, it's kind of random, but you never know what's gonna pop off on TikTok. So I just keep posting fun things and try to put as much effort as I can. Even though the least amount of effort that I put in one video got the most number of views. So it's pretty random, but I'll just continue posting and then see what pops off.
So I guess my question would be, it's very interesting. Your page, your TikTok page is definitely nice. Are you creating these videos yourself? How are you finding, or are you hiring people to wear this as an advertisement? Because I'm sure there's like some issues with anyone who's modeling for this product? Like, are they like signing a disclaimer or something, like they don't want a profit share or something like that? Or how are you making this happen? I'm very curious.
So yeah, when I go to parties, I have a bunch of masks that I kind of just hand out to people. And if we're all dancing, then people love dancing with it, and I just kind of get the videos, and then I post it. And yeah, people love wearing the mask and having fun with it, and dancing with it. And so yeah, that's been my strategy so far. Just go to parties and get some content.
Okay, cool. Very interesting. What does your team look like right now? Are you the only person, or do you have like other people working with you to promote this?
I have several contractors helping with the advertising, and one with the renders, like this one on the box. I have a box design guy who helps me. And then I have several, I've had graphic designers. I have one that's helping me with the Amazon graphics right now. And, but in terms of full-time, it'd be just me. And yeah, and so we're still lean and mean, and we're trying to, grow to be the largest light therapy company, but still just a small team.
So you shared that you are shipping in the US and UK. Can you share a little bit about your warehousing and fulfillment strategy? How are you managing the cost of shipping with this product, and how do you warehouse it, and how do you fulfill those orders?
Sure. So when I search for a 3PL that's near LA, just because I'm based here, and okay. I think I interviewed 10 or 15 and went to the location, talked to the team, see if I liked them, and I was able to find one, a low cost option. Because I was small, it didn't make sense for me to pay a lot for a bigger service provider. So I found a low cost provider that's been great, and we continue to grow, and they do international shipping. So we've been able to ship to Australia and Canada and the UK for the most part with no problems. And yeah, we hopefully eventually we'll have a retail presence in those countries. And I'll probably
so basically you've outsourced it to a 3PL, so you don't have to worry about working with carriers or anything like that. Basically the 3PL gives you the best rate, whether it's domestically or internationally.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Can you share a little bit about, are you adding new products to your product line? Anything? What are you working most at right now? Is it marketing? Is it product development? Is it sales? Is it customer service? What are you spending most of your time at right now?
Yes. So we're, in terms of the light therapy devices, we have what I believe to be the best products, and then we're developing even a better version of the mask as we speak. So hopefully that will come out within 2 to 3 years. We'll have a better version of the mask, and we're also coming out with serums, so vitamin C serums and collagen serums that can you put on your face, and then you can put the mask over it to help absorb all the good ingredients inside. So we're coming out with that, and yeah, we just want to constantly be innovating and really trying to build the best product in the world.
Cool. Can you share a little bit about every entrepreneur goes through make mistakes, have failures, lessons learned. Can you share a little bit about, or one or two big mistakes or failures that you have faced so far since starting your business, or really just setbacks or challenges, and how have you dealt with them? What have you learned? What can other entrepreneurs learn from your experiences?
Sure. So the big mistakes, we kind of talked about this, is working with non-relevant influencers who have big followings, but if their audience is not focused on buying skincare products, then it's just a waste of money. And so I've wasted almost $30,000 trying to work with big influencers, and they're not the sales just aren't translating, even though they have a large audience. So that was a painful lesson, but I've learned, and now we work strictly with beauty and skincare influencers who have much higher ROIs. That's probably the biggest financial mistake I've made.
Okay. Now we're going to move on to our rapid fire round. And in this segment, I'm going to ask you a few quick questions, and you have to try to answer the question in one word or one sentence or so. So the first question is, one book that you would recommend to entrepreneurs or business professionals in 2022, and why?
Probably Elon Musk's biography. The author is Ashley Vance, I believe. And just Elon's my hero when it comes to building a successful business, and his work ethic is insane. He'll be up 6, 7 a.m. and you just know he's working, or just think about how to develop a better product. And so whenever I'm tired or working late in the night or early mornings, that you just kind of think about, you just know he's working, and so it just motivates me to continue building. And you got to keep hustling and not give up, and just keep grinding.
Cool. An innovative product or idea in the current e-commerce, retail, or tech landscape that you feel excited about?
Innovative product. I'm so focused on Dermabeam that I haven't really I don't really pay attention to other products.
I mean, you must use some product. I mean, you're sitting on a chair. I mean, what kind of things you use most frequently and find most useful these days?
Let's see. What?
I mean, it could be anything.
I have my mind is blanking on this question.
I mean, I see hats. I mean, you're wearing a hat.
Oh yeah.
You have a hat in the background.
I do love my cowboy hats and my furry hats. I have a whole collection of that. So I guess my hat collection.
A business or productivity tool or software that you would recommend, or a productivity tip?
I use Canva a lot for my Instagram posts and designing. I use Final Cut Pro a lot for my videos, and Hotjar for my heat maps. All those are great and very useful tools.
Cool. A startup or business in e-commerce, retail, or tech that you think is currently doing great things? Another startup or business?
Another startup. I've met the founder of Dream Pops, vegan ice cream. And David, he's crushing it. You can find Dream Pops all over the stores. I've also met Maya, one of the founders of Koya Drinks. and I love those smoothies. I drink those smoothies often. So yeah, those entrepreneurs are just crushing it.
Cool. Last question. Best business advice you ever received or you would give to other entrepreneurs?
The advice that I can give is you just really have to write down what you want to manifest and speak publicly. In my Instagram description, the first sentence is manifesting the light therapy empire, and people know that I'm trying to build something big. And I talk about manifestation a lot. Like I visualize the future of what this can be. And I want to be the Apple of light therapy products. I want to be unquestionably the biggest company in this space and developing the most used and most user-friendly product in the world. And so I speak about that a lot. I write that down a lot. I write it everywhere, talk about it, dream about it, visualize it. And the universe is listening. I've grown so much in 1 year by manifesting, and I'll continue to do it. And I don't see enough people do it. I really don't. If you want something, you really have to write it down, talk about it, and just be obsessed with achieving that goal.
Talk about it. When you say talk about it, like talk about it to just people in general, or
post about it. Just
get the word out, basically.
Yeah, talk to people, make content, make videos, social media posts, whatever it is. You're so focused should be on whatever goal that you want to achieve, and then you really have to be obsessed. Conor McGregor talks about this a lot. You just got to be obsessed with finding success, and then for him, is being the best fighter in the world. So there was a moment in time where he's unstoppable, and I would put him in that category. The name Jake Paul comes to mind. He also is a big Jake and Logan. They're big into manifestation, writing down their goals, and they've inspired me to write down my goals and then try to achieve something huge in the world. I mean, you have one life, why not make it the biggest? Just have the biggest legacy that you can, and that's what I'm trying to achieve.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Those were all the questions that I had today on Trep Talks. Takashi, really a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining me today, sharing your story. Anyone who wants to buy your products, what is the best way they can do that?
The website is dermabeammask.com. We're also on Amazon. You can just type in Dermabeam, will pop up. And pretty soon you'll see it in your local dermatologist's office, and then some years down the road, or sooner than that, we'll be in Target, Walmart, Sephora, Ulta, you name it, we'll be in there. Again, I'm manifesting those retail locations.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Takashi. Thank you for your time today. Really, really enjoyed speaking with you. And thank you for joining me today at Trep Talks.
Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Sushant, thank you for the opportunity. And I really enjoyed the conversation. And yeah, go check out Dermabeam.